everyone, thanks for joining me. This is drawing lesson 3. Today we're doing blind contour drawings. Now I've got a demo here. This one shows you kind of what we're aiming for. It doesn't make sense now, but it will. So a blind contour drawing is a drawing where you don't look at the paper at all as you're drawing. That's the blind part. What you're doing is as your eye is tracing a path along your object, your hand is doing exactly the same thing, drawing on your paper. Okay? As soon as you start to look at your paper, your brain casts judgment and says, no, that's not right. No, erase it. No, that can't be correct. And so blind contour drawings kind of give you a bit of a reprieve from that. All of a sudden, when you know you're not looking at the paper, you can draw without judgment, without self-judgment. And that's really, really important. These are definitely drawings you can do with your kids. And quite honestly, they could be better than you at it. Because kids just enjoy drawing. Mind you, they're stinkers, so they might cheat and look at their paper. But it doesn't matter. So the point is, though, if you're doing this as an adult, don't peek at your paper. Don't lift your pencil off the paper either, because as you trace along, you're actually creating a mental map. So while you can't see what's going on in your paper, your brain is actually kind of creating a spatial map. That's right. Internally, and you'll know where you've drawn before. Just trust me. So it's really important to keep your hand on the paper. Go really slowly. Okay? Build chunk by chunk by chunk. What we're not doing is outlining and then filling in. Okay? It's almost better to think in terms of working from the inside to the outside of your object. All right. Another way to look at it is Lego. So if you're building a big Lego palace, I always pick a building. You're going from the bottom up or a corner and across. You're not ever going to build around the outside and then try and fill everything in. It's just not going to work. And blind contour drawing is very similar to that. So you need to draw it chunk by chunk by chunk, and then allow your pencil to kind of drift across the page if you need to. It's okay if there's no object there, if it's just negative space, but you need to go to another section, just let your pencil trail, okay? Again, it's just like one big, long, continuous piece of thread that you're doing. So this is great for establishing eye-hand coordination. Okay, that's really what it's doing. It's also great for slowing down. You have to do these slowly. You can't let your eye race ahead of you. Where your eye is on the object, your hand should be on the paper. Okay? I think that's it. I think we'll start. I'm going to use my stronger hand, my right hand. If you want to slow yourself down a bit, use your weaker hand. And then you really have to be very deliberate in your pencil marks. Okay? Something to try. All right, so my pencil here, my paper here. Now my subject. So I've just got this jar of paintbrushes. Okay, I'm not going to draw the whole thing. I'd be here a long time, and so would you if I did that. When you're looking around the house for something to draw, a shoe is a really great example. It's especially one with laces because it's got sections. It's got stitching. It's got those laces. It's got the eyelets for the laces. Another thing is an orange. A cut orange would be great because it's got all the segments. A vase, that'd be awesome because if it's got sort of decoration that you can trace along. Something that you think is easy, like a balloon, is not that great because there's nothing inside to speak of that you can draw. So you want something with texture. You don't want something that's super, super daunting, but some sort of everyday thing. Toothbrush, great example, because you've got the bristles on the end and then the pattern going down the handle. That'd be an awesome subject as well. Okay, so let's get drawing. Big deep breath. I'm going to arrange my paintbrushes a little bit because I can. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm not going to, as I said, I'm not going to draw the entire jar of paintbrushes. I'm going to start from the neck here, this part here, and then work my way up. All right? And since I've got you watching me, you'll see that I'm just watching the brushes. I know they're off camera, sorry. And I'm not looking down at the paper at all. Really, really important. Can't stress that enough, okay? No cheating. All right. Good old pencil, good old paper. I'm using a softer pencil. This is a 3B, only because it's darker and it'll show up better on the camera. All right. Big deep breath. Starting from that neck of the jar, like I said, because it's an area that I can build up from. Okay. And here we go. No peeking at the paper. And I'm just drawing area by area where my eye is on the jar, my pencil is on the paper. That's it. Okay. And it's kind of cool because I can see different shapes. So I can draw those in. And if it's darker, I can outline that. And if it's lighter, I can outline that. Alright, and time to go up. Now it's interesting, I can only see part of that paintbrush. That's all I draw. Don't make anything up. Just draw what you see. That's why this is such a fantastic exercise. Just draw what you see. Don't make stuff up. You're not looking at your paper at all. No judgment. Unless, of course, you do this with your children, because they will judge you, because they can't help it. Okay. And here we go. This is the ferrule. So I'm outlining the highlights. I'm outlining the shadows. And then coming back down. Okay, so now I know I need to get across. That's okay. See, I just let my pencil drift across. Some texture. Oh, another great thing to do is your hand. Awesome exercise. If you have trouble drawing hands, do this exercise. Okay. And coming down again. Still haven't peeked at my paper. Although now I'm starting to get really curious. What am I putting out there for everyone to see? I'm outlining the little reflections and highlights on the ferrule of one paintbrush. Some. Here we go. Hey, that's not so bad. You see? So, there you have it. Blind contour drawings. No peeking. Do it with your kids. Take your time and have fun. Today is March 31st. Tomorrow is April Fool's Day. I have a special video planned, so please tune in. As always, don't forget to subscribe. And thank you so much for watching and joining me. It really does mean a lot when you guys watch my videos. So thank you again. And don't forget, put in some requests, because I'm happy to demonstrate anything that you might be working on at home that you need help with. Okay, thanks again. See you next time. Bye-bye.